I'm Bart Banfield, Superintendent of Epic Charter Schools. We're the largest statewide virtual charter school in Oklahoma, and welcome back to our monthly talk show, Epic Insider. It's hard to believe, but the end of the school year will be here before you know it. And for thousands of Epic students, this will also conclude their educational journey here at Epic. These graduating seniors are wrapping up their final assignments and looking forward to the day that they march across the stage to receive their high school diplomas. Our graduation ceremonies are among my favorite events here at Epic. But many people still have questions about what a ceremony at a largely virtual school looks like, or even what to expect on that day. Here with us today to give us a glimpse into our Epic graduation ceremonies is Serena Watson, Epic's Director of Special Events. Welcome.
And thank you so much. I'm looking forward to talking to you about this.
I am too. So I've got lots of questions for you. So question number one, our ceremonies are pretty big and we have multiple. When are they and where?
Okay, well, we purposely have multiple ceremonies to allow our families and students to choose the one that works best for their schedule and for their family members and loved ones to come and attend. So we'll be having two in Tulsa at the Reynolds Center on the University of Tulsa campus. Those will be on May 24th at noon and 6 p.m. And then we'll have two for our Central Oklahoma folks at the Lloyd Noble Center in Norman, which is on the University of Oklahoma campus, also at noon and 6 p.m. And that allows us the chance to be able to process through and get these students through for the first one, and then kind of flip everything over and then do it again that evening. And it'll be both of them very exciting days.
I love the fact that we have ceremonies for our students that are on the east side of the state, but then we also have ceremonies that are available for students that are on the west side of the state. Question number two. I know those days are full of excitement and celebration, but what can students expect when they arrive on site?
Well, they're going to get the red carpet treatment from the moment they arrive. We've got an amazing team who's there to greet them and check them in at the door, literally walking them down the red carpet. And so we'll get them checked in, and then those who might have special needs or accommodations, we can go ahead and send to the sped room at that point, or the quiet room. And then once they arrive, they will go through check-in, and then they can go by the honors table to see if they have any kind of honors or awards. That would be for vowels, SALs, superintendents honor roll, principals honor roll, and many, many others, which can be found on our Epic graduation webpage, epicchartersschools.org/graduation. It's kind of your one-stop shop for all things graduation related. And then once they've got those awards, they can go by the Herff Jones table if maybe they've lost a tassel or a stole, or they didn't purchase their cap and gown on time. They can stop there and pick those up. And after that, we've got a full team of photographers there to take pictures. But the cool thing about the whole photo station part is before they actually get their pictures taken, they are welcomed by Epic staff with what we kind of call our beauty or glam station, and they're going to have full-length mirrors, steamers, bobby pins, all kinds of things, and they're going to make sure those students look picture ready before they go see the photographers.
It sounds like VIP treatment.
It really is, and that's the goal. This is their day. We want to honor these students. They've worked so hard to get here, and so this day is a celebration. We want to make it as relaxing for them, and from the moment they walk in, we're there to serve them and make them feel special on this big day.
Okay, next question. Many schools have rehearsals for graduation, but we don't. Why is that?
Due to the nature of our model where our students are spread out across all 77 counties, that's a huge drive for them to come in, and that's an expense with gas prices and everything. So we want to make it where they only have to drive in one time. And we also have worked with the venues to ensure that they open the doors for all the guests to come in and find their seats at the same time that the graduates are checking in. That way they can all carpool and save on gas and all of that.
Now, I know not all schools do this, but how can students go about getting their actual printed diplomas that day?
We're super excited. Just in the last couple of years, we've been able to actually send students home with their diplomas on graduation day. The two big caveats to that really are we have to make sure that those students have completed all of the graduation credits and have been fully exited out of the student information system, and that we have that information prior to graduation. But every student who has fully graduated before the ceremony, they will print a copy of their diplomas, have those on file there, pending their assets being returned. And we do have that little piece of information. All students do have to return their EPIC issued assets before they are able to be issued a diploma. But the cool thing about that is our entire assets team will be there at each and every ceremony. They will be stationed at the check-in spot for the entrance for all of the guests and family members, as well as at the student section. So wherever people check in, be it students or guests, they can return those assets to the asset team. They will mark it on a list, which will then be sent down to the diploma team, so they will see in real time that all those assets are accounted for, that student has been exited out, and then they can send that student home with their diploma.
It sounds to me like it's a pretty seamless process.
It really is. It's taken us a few years to get there and a little trial and error, but at this point, we feel like we've got it down pretty well, and we're just so excited to actually send that home with the students instead of having to wait a few months for it to come in the mail.
So it's free to attend as a guest, but is there a limit to how many friends and family a student can bring?
No, which is very, very unique. Very few schools offer that, and I think it's wonderful. The way we do this is by limiting the number of graduates who participate in each ceremony, and also working with really, really large facilities. So they are fully ADA compliant, both of them, which means we can accept many people with disabilities. There's ramps, elevators, everything to make sure everybody can be there. We'll even have ASL interpreters there for those who are hearing impaired. There will be translation services available for those who maybe English is a second language. So there's opportunities for everybody to be a part of it. Another really cool thing is everything is live streamed. So maybe you have relatives from out of state or someone's sick and they can't make it. They can go to EPIC's website, epiccharterschools.org, or EPIC's Facebook page and actually watch the live stream of each of those ceremonies.
That's awesome. Excellent. Okay, final question for me. So if qualified students haven't registered yet, how do they go about doing so?
They need to go to epiccharterschools.org/graduation. And on that webpage, there is registration for both the Tulsa ceremonies as well as the Norman ceremonies. They just click on the click here to register for Norman or Tulsa, whichever it might be, fill out that information, and they will receive their ticket. Now, if they do happen to lose their ticket, no big deal. We can look them up by their name. So there's no reason to panic about that. And it's also important that everybody remember the tickets are only for the graduates. The guests don't need a ticket. We do ask that everybody register in advance, and that kind of gives us an idea as to how many guests they're going to bring, how many people are going to need accommodations, so that we can share that information with the venue when they're prepared for however many people are going to come. There will be concessions open in that time leading up to the ceremonies. The doors open 2 hours before the ceremony start time. So for those driving in from a distance, that's a pretty long drive. They might be hungry, so you've got plenty of time to go to the restroom, pick up some popcorn or hot dogs or whatever yummy snack they're interested in, and get settled in before the ceremony starts.
It's going to be a great day.
It's going to be awesome. We love graduation. And we've also made a cute little video this year of what students can expect on graduation day. So I would encourage everybody to watch that. It should be on that webpage, and we'll be emailing it out. And I think it's also been on Facebook and some of the other social media accounts.
Serena, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been fun.
And to the class of 2025, we couldn't be more thrilled to be celebrating you and your many accomplishments. Thank you for tuning into Epic Insider. I'm your host, Bart Banfield. And until next time, remember, at Epic, school can be different, and so can you.